that man Diogenes really had something going for him. Remember, he lived back 3,000 years ago. He kept himself occupied looking for an honest man. He never found one, but along the way he picked up some very sage observations about life in general that are as true today as they were 3,000 years ago. Like his evaluation of what time is worth to a man. Now, time's been trickling away second after second ever since Diogenes lived, which brings us up to right now, and you who are sitting there looking at this film. You're a Cadillac used car salesman. Tell me, how good a salesman are you? Are you satisfied with your performance? Or are you looking for better ways and means to improve your performance? If you are, then we've got something to talk about right now. The purpose of this film is to pass along some proved prospecting procedures that'll help you squeeze the last drop of value out of every prospecting hour of your day to assist in bettering your income. So I ask you, are you interested? If you are, then we'll start by talking about a guy. This fellow right here. This man is a prototype. A sort of representation of what we have learned about effective use of time for used car prospecting from successful Cadillac salesmen across the country. In this film, we'll see what they do, how they wisely allot their time in prospecting for periods when they are not on the lot demonstrating or closing. So sit back and start soaking it in. We're going to push ideas and facts at you for the next few minutes. Oh yeah, this prototype I talked about, this guy you're looking at. Well, friend, he could, or should, be you. In the first place, build yourself a rhythm of life which calls for you to do a given piece of work at a given time every day, so that you aren't continually exhausting yourself wondering what to do next. In other words, discover the secret of sales success. Don't throw away your vital golden work hours. Establish a goal and aim at it, and drive to it during every working hour. For instance, during the first half hour of your working day, get your prospecting activity set for the day. The old clock keeps ticking, but keep at it until you've set your ducks in a row and know exactly whom you're going to contact through your prospect cards. Separate these into 4 categories. One will contain new prospects, those you haven't yet talked with. These are names you have gotten through your merchandising system, owner registrations, or service roster. These you will send a postcard or note to, suggesting that this is a good time to get together and discuss the advantages of buying a used Cadillac. The next category is made up of qualified prospects you have set up to contact today. Possibly prospects whom you've sold in the past, or whom you have dug up through your merchandising system, that you know are ready to buy because of their past buying timetable. They could also be owners of salesmen who are no longer with the dealership, or prospects you've encountered on your lot but not sold, or even bird dog referrals. The third category, the smallest of the 3, is composed of those people to whom you've sold a used Cadillac recently. Some you haven't been able to reach by phone. Others have asked you to call back today. Still others have come along through your follow-up system. A fourth category consists of your own bird dogs. Those people you use to help you get live, partially qualified prospects. Naturally, there are other sources of prospects, such as contacting people who are advertising either a late model, medium price car or an older Cadillac in the classified ads. Some of these are excellent leads, who by placing ads are already committed to buy a car, since they are attempting to sell their own car, generally above wholesale value. And when you close a sale, asking the prospect if he has had people interested in his trade-in. And don't forget finance company payoff lists as another source. Now, you are ready to work your prospects when the time is right. Next, check the classified ads for your own and competitive dealerships that show what they have to offer and what they are asking for cars. This gives you a greater knowledge of what is available to your prospects and also what cars you have on special, so that you can answer knowledgeably any inquiries about these cars. While dealerships vary on the frequency of sales meetings, at your next meeting you'll probably go over your hot prospects. You certainly will discuss the used car inventory, the new ones that have come in, those out of reconditioning, and those deals that are coming in. You'll describe your own progress for the week to date, and then we'll probably discuss what it'll take to sell those units on the lot that are over 20 days old. After the meeting, go out on the lot and physically check the inventory. For instance, give those over 20-day cars a real inspection. See if you can figure whom you can sell them to. Test drive them if you haven't already done so. Get to really know them. Then give those cars that have just come in a good looking at. Check them over carefully and try matching them to prospects. If you have a competitive car on the lot, give it a thorough ringing out. Know all about what it took to bring it in and up to standard for your lot. Check every option. If you don't know how it works, look at the owner's manual and find out. Learn the language the manufacturer has used to sell these options. Test drive any car you're not sure of. Try out every feature and option, and make certain you can tell a convincing story about it. Check your bird dogs. See if they have any leads for you. As you can see here, you might even show them a car you think you might have trouble moving and get them interested. These are the people who'll know a competitive owner who just might be in the market for a new used car. And now you're ready to start putting your preparation into action. You know your inventory. You've set up your day's objective. You know whom you will call, whom you will send cards or notes to. Really ring that phone out. Call those prospects. Get all the information you want to talk about marshaled in your mind, and tell your prospects what you have ready for them to drive off the lot. Suggest that you have the finest trade-ins on the lot now, that the dealership is trading very favorably, that the prospect deserves a new used car. Ask if you can give them a demo in one of the cars you know they'll like. This will stimulate enough interest for the prospect to come in. And if you've never tried this interest arouser, you might try it now. Explain the options that are offered on the cars you have to offer. Really put on the big sell. If the car he's driving doesn't have air conditioning, then talk up this advantage. Do the same with cruise control, twilight sentinel, control differential. By doing this, you will get them to come in and take a demonstration, because you must demonstrate an option properly to sell it. So make dates, and make them so that you can keep them. And while you're on your telephone kick, call and follow up your new owners. Check them. Tell them how much they like the car you've sold them, something like this. Isn't that '64 Cadillac all I said it was, Mr. Johnson? If they have a problem, make sure they come in and get it fixed. Set up a time and let service know about it. You might also ask them if they've got any friends who might be interested in a car like the one the new owner is driving. Then call your older owners and do the same thing with them. Ask them for leads. Remember, most owners appreciate your call. Be sincere. And if they need help, get their troubles fixed right now. Any names they give you are going to be good leads. Be sure to get their permission to use their names in talking with the new leads. Call the new leads on the phone, and after you've got them qualified, put them into your merchandising system. Remember also to get out your daily cards and notes. Remember to put a hook into each piece of mail you send out. For example, stress the importance of the prospect acting fast to take advantage of a deal he can get only from you. This, plus the fact that you know a little about the man you're writing to, like the make, model, and year car he's driving and when he bought it, permit you to custom tailor a buying environment around your note. Then get after those people who have advertised a personal car for sale. Tell them you can save them a lot of work, bother, and stress if they'll come by and let you show them a newer luxury car than the one they are now driving. Ask them what options they have on the car they're selling. Then pique their interest by telling them about a car on the lot that has an option or feature that their car doesn't have. Let the people you're talking to know that they can really make a good transaction with you. Use a lot of real persuasion. Suggest that the easiest way for them to sell their car is to trade it in on a newer, used car. Remember, you can run out of hot prospects only if you stop your prospecting activity. Sure, your walk-ins are your best used car prospects, but remember, it's the salesman who does the prospecting activity we've given in this film who will continue to do business, even when the walk-in prospects are scarce. So you've got to go out after them. There you have it, my friend. Because as you prospect, so shall you sell. And remember, it is how thoroughly you qualify your prospects before you get to them personally that will speed you along the way to successful closes. We've seen in this film how if you make your minutes count, you can do one whale of a lot more work each day. Know what you're selling, when it must move off the lot, how the lot inventory matches your prospects, and how the features and options on the cars in inventory work. What we've suggested is a tight timetable of pure prospecting, which obviously you would have to interrupt in actual practice. But a timetable that allows you to do your phone work, handle your direct mail, contact your bird dogs, so that you'll know the answer to the question, time, how are you spending it?